What's up, gals and guys? Welcome back to another weekly review. Anyway, last week it was a crazy week. I said we're gonna go up, continue the uptrend, and we didn't do it. We just consolidate around the range. I'll show you it, in the technical part of it. Well, but the thing is, we didn't really go down. We was kind of consolidating, and the reason was, I guess, is oil. And if you watch the last week review forecast, I said oil was probably going to be one of the problem, and it was. So oil went negative. Historic. It was crazy, and you know that says a lot about the macroeconomic of our situation, and I think we will eventually gonna go down. Right now, it's just the beginning. This is the calm before the storm. So let's get to it, guys. Okay, so this is for the next week. For this week, April 27, 2020. And to be honest, at this point, I don't see a negative thing now for the market to go down. I think it's gonna check. It's right now it's stuck in the range. I think it might break out the range and go up more. Okay, so at this point, the economy, they're gonna try to reopen it. Some state is already reopened, like Georgia partially reopened, and we'll see what's gonna happen. Okay, positive news from treatment. I mean, remdesivir. Some leak from the WHO said wasn't working and all that stuff. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is working, and if it does, I mean, what does it gonna help much? This is more like for severe patient and IV injection. So I mean, it doesn't make that much a difference, to be honest. But the market did go up on this news, and it did go down when that news come out. But the company came out kind of like it does have some benefit. So at this point, I mean, any small slightly good news, the market gonna go for it. And then there was bad news with the hydroxychloroquine plus zinc and azithromycin. I'm not sure. I think this is working. The thing is, some of the trial, I think there was some bias there, and there's, I think, a lot of political reason into this treatment too. And then also maybe, I mean, this is conspiracy theory, but the maker of remdesivir maybe don't want the hydroxychloroquine to be have a good positive result. Okay, and then the thing is, I mean, I believe Korean, they use that a long time already, and look at that result. The people, look how many deaths they have, like 243. So I mean, the death rate, and then the 1,000, is a very low. And look at us. At this point, I think we are numb. We are desensitized to this number. We are nearly reaching 1 million, and right now we have 55,000 deaths. Look like, to be honest, this number going to be double. We're going to have at least 100,000 deaths. I can see that at this point. And this thing is just the beginning, and you don't know what's going to happen. The next thing, when fall come and winter come, it might be another mess. So we don't know at this point. This is very new. We just experienced this for the past 4 months, so nothing is there yet. And to be honest, this, I think, has a lot of potential, but there's some problem with the hydroxychloroquine and the zinc and the azithromycin. I think that treatment is probably good because you can give that like orally, right beginning. And the thing is, you have to give this like Tamiflu. You have to give it within 2 days when first infection. So I see the thing is, if you start know you're having an infection, you give this right away. I think this minimizes the virus replication. So this is the thing. Like the study for this is very questionable in the United States, but based on the Korea one, I think they did well. And then the Costa Rica too. I'm not sure. The death rate is very low, but I'm not sure it's in here. Costa Rica. Sorry, I didn't really look through this, but because I know people are desensitized to this number right now at this point. Costa Rica had, I think, a decent number of cases too. Mexico is clamming. Like that stage is crazy. It's like at this point, I don't know. They just let the whole thing go wild. So I hope everything's gonna go well there, because we do, import stuff from them, especially vegetable. I think maybe 15%. I'm not sure how much that we import from them, food wise. So that's something to be somewhat concerned about. Yeah, I don't see Costa Rica, but Costa Rica I think has a low death rate too. So that's something to think about. And then vaccine. I mean, vaccine. We might have positive news intermittent wise, but like we're not going to get things from year from now. Antibody tests. Well, we barely having tests for the for the virus right now. So antibody test, that's not questionable. And then reinfection and all that stuff. Do we have enough antibody producing? That's another question. It's a lot of big thing right now. But right now, everything is kind of further out. And then the second stimulus package I think is going to be passed already. Okay, and now they are talking about a third package. So I guess, see, this is steaming up the the stock market. Too much money in the system, and all this stimulus talk, the market gonna go up. So that's why I'm thinking the market gonna continue to move up at this point, unless oil go negative again, I guess. And then Fed buying. I mean, that I think that's the second round when we start to see the second wave and stuff. So at this point, that's what I see right now. The market are like fascinated with this right here. And the only thing that could bring the market down this week, to be honest, is this week is the biggest earning week. We have like a lot of company coming out, and I did not have things to pull up. I know Facebook gonna come out this week, and a lot of big company. So this week gonna determine, but I think it's already priced in, and the people are expecting to be bad. So earning might not be a problem unless someone come out really bad number, big company, especially Facebook. If they come out really bad number, I think that could interfere with the market. But beside that, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. GDP, we are expecting it to be bad, but how bad? That's another question. So these two are the things that gonna interfere most with this coming week right now. Second wave, I think that's at least gonna come around mid-June. Food shortage, that I think after the second wave hit. Okay, so that's the thing. We might have a problem with that. Company failure, I think next quarter. So August, well, between July to August, I think that's where we're gonna see stuff happening. Oil right now, give a signal to the macroeconomic right now. We are not good worldwide. Okay, reinfection, I think that that's a possibility. Right now there are cases with that. Virus staying dormant, I think this is the worst case scenario. I don't know. Right now we are too early to say that. Mutation could be good or bad. Unemployment, I mean, at this point we hit 26 million unemployment. No one, like, the market doesn't care. This number and this number, we don't care, because this give this Fed stimulus package, the stimulus package. So at this point, that's what it is. Okay, guys. So basically, that is the reasoning behind it. I think that's the fundamental. And let's go to the technical. Okay. All right. Before we go to SPY, let's go to Dow Jones. Okay. So basically, Dow Jones right here. So we start a week down, and then this is to oil. So basically, we created this range here. We did make a low right here. See that of this range? We did make a low right here, but at this point we bounce back right away. So at this point we have a range here. So this is the range between these two. Okay, but I would say if it break this, it would be a problem, because that would go below the 20-day moving average. Okay, so we're down right now, the Dow Jones. Yeah, so it's right now at this point it's in this range. Right, this is the range it's in right now. So we'll see if we're gonna go above this range or not. And then the Dow Jones, it's kind of weak. It's still below the 50 days moving average. So at this point, that's how I see it. And then the volume is dying out right now at this point. Selling seem like increases, but it doesn't matter much because it's still in the range. So it make no significant difference at this point. All right, but we do go out of the range already of this channel. But the thing is, we could always redraw it. So that's the thing with technical. It's nothing definite with technical. Then that's why I did the the channel instead. So at this point, if we pass this level right here, then we have to pass this minor resistance, and then we might all the way up here. I don't think we go up here, but we'll see what happens. Never know, you know. Any small good news, the market just jump at this point, because I think everyone thinks, you know, we out of the wood, and then also too much money in the system. Okay, so as you could see at the Dow Jones, Nasdaq is strong. I mean, it's continue, and look at it, it didn't even go out of this channel. See that? So it stayed put. I mean, at this point, it's above the 200 days, above the 50 days. It's in this new range. So this is the range right here that is in. So if you go below this range, 204, I think we might go experience some downside. Well, we have to go below the 20 days, you know, the 50 day and the 200 day. Ooh, look at this. Imagine we're going to have a depth cross. 50 days, 200 days. If we break down, that's going to bring the 50 days moving average down. That's a depth cross for the Nasdaq. Oh, I didn't see that just now. I saw it, and then the volume, selling volume, kind of pick up right here, a little bit right here. This today. Okay, yeah, this is the more than average volume right here. So the selling a little bit intense, but like I said, it's still right now in the range. So we'll see what happens if it break under this level, and then, you know, the 20 days moving average, then it has come out of this channel, and we'll see. I mean, it's a potential, but I don't think this week gonna do it. All right, so let's see. So that's it right now. So I think the Nasdaq is leading to the upside, and it's really strong at this point. All right. All right, and then the IWM. Okay, so this is the Russell. Russell actually is kind of like stronger than the Dow for some reason, and then it stay in this channel right now. Okay, so let me see here. Buying is decent. Buying, selling. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Monday they actually came back. And Tuesday they actually come back too, even with the oil thing. So yeah, Russell looked like it was doing quite better than the Dow. But right now, I mean, it's still in the range. It's decent, and I think this is where it's gonna reach right here. You know, that's the first challenge, the 50-day moving average. But right now, it might goes. We'll see how we open the economy up and see how everything goes. But for now, that is the potential level right here. So I think we're gonna go up. And then the IYTs, transportation is weak. You know, even oil is down, but price, but oil transportation is weak. It's definitely not supporting the Dow theory here. You know, so it's outside of the range of the channel already. You know, and then it's actually make a low here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on Tuesday, it's actually made a low in this range. So if it does go below this, we might have a problem. And then the selling intensified too. The volume, look at that. So more selling, increasing selling right now. That's something to worry about. But at this point, it's still in this range. It's going to have that range to think about. All right, and let's go to the SPY here. So at this point, it's kind of broke down here on Tuesday, but there isn't a lot of volume. See that? There was volume on the IYT, and there was a volume on the Russell, but at the SPY there isn't a lot of volume. So people are actually still, I believe, still bullish to the upside at this point. And now we have this range. So right now, this is the range to keep an eye on at this point. 272 and 287. So right now, I think that's the range. If we go below this, we might start the downside and then go below this. And then, but the thing is, right now, look at this. It's closed way above the 50 days moving average now. compared to last week. Last week Friday here we closed basically above. Now we like completely close above the 50 days moving average. So that's something to think about. So it is still strong. It's on the move up. And look at the selling here. The selling wasn't intense, and then I would say this should be the range here, this low. So if it go below this low right here, 271, and then we might have a possible downtrend. So I think we might go down like this and up like this to challenge again. If we do go down, and we have to re-challenge this, and then we collapse. But at this point, I think we might reach the 200 days moving average. We'll see what happens, even though we are out of this channel right now. But I think we could always redraw that, and then so one, we're going to break above this, hit this, and then consolidate, and then go down. That's what I'm thinking. So at this point right now, based on the fundamental, I think we might still going up, and then with the technical right now is favor the upside move continuation. So basically that's it, guys. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not a professional, so take it what I say with a grain of salt. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and that's all. And happy trading though. Thank you.